Prince Harry's moment of honour, wrapped in love, loyalty, and legacy. What a touching moment it was in Toronto, a scene that radiated warmth, gratitude, and admiration as Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, stood humbly in a quiet library surrounded by Canadian veterans and service members. In a world that often seems to rush past the meaning of sacrifice, this moment captured something timeless. A prince whose heart beats with service, a veteran whose soul is stitched with duty, and a leader whose compassion transcends borders. Lisa Compton, a proud Canadian veteran and the devoted president of Quilts of Valor Canada, stepped forward with a special creation, a handmade quilt crafted with precision, love, and respect. Each patch was a whisper of remembrance, each thread a tribute to courage. The red poppy pattern symbolized not only the lives lost, but the hope and unity that remembrance brings. It was not just fabric, it was history, honor, and emotion woven into something tangible. As she gently unfolded the quilt, Prince Harry's expression softened. The humility in his eyes spoke louder than any royal ceremony. This wasn't about titles or crowns. It was about shared humanity, service, and gratitude. Lisa presented the quilt to him as a token of appreciation for his unwavering commitment to veterans, for his founding of the Invictus Games, for his empathy, and for the love he continues to pour into causes that honor those who have served. When Prince Harry wrapped the quilt around his shoulders, the room seemed to hold its breath. The deep red poppies embraced him like the collective arms of every soldier, every family, every veteran who ever felt seen because of his efforts. The poppies, symbols of remembrance, rested upon his shoulders, a royal yet humble figure standing for every unsung hero. It wasn't just a gift, it was a powerful symbol. The quilt bore the Invictus poem, words that define resilience, courage, and strength. The poem has long been intertwined with the spirit of the Invictus Games, the international sporting event Prince Harry founded to celebrate wounded, injured, and sick service personnel. It reads like a promise that no matter how fierce the challenge, the human spirit remains unconquerable. The moment was personal. Prince Harry, himself a veteran who served in Afghanistan, understood every thread of that poem. The soldier silhouette stitched on the fabric was not a distant symbol to him. It was a reflection of brothers and sisters in arms, those who never returned, those who fight unseen battles, and those who find hope in unity. He stood there, wrapped in remembrance, as Lisa Compton smiled with pride and gratitude. Her own story, as a Canadian veteran, intertwined with his, both lives shaped by service, sacrifice, and purpose. Her words were simple but powerful. This is for everything you have done for us and for the world's veterans. And indeed, what he has done is remarkable. Prince Harry has never stopped serving. Even after stepping away from royal duties, his heart remains rooted in compassion. His founding of the Invictus Games is one of the most inspiring chapters of his life. Through it, he gave wounded soldiers not pity, but purpose. He turned pain into pride. He made the world see that recovery is not just physical, it's spiritual and emotional. The Games are more than a competition. They are a movement of hope. As he gazed at the quilt's intricate design, Prince Harry's gratitude was genuine. He didn't stand as a prince receiving an honor. He stood as a comrade, a veteran among veterans, humbled by a gesture of love. His clasped hands and heartfelt "thank you" spoke volumes. This wasn't about the spectacle. It was about remembrance, respect, and relationships. The library setting added quiet symbolism, shelves lined with books of history, courage, and sacrifice. It was as though the room itself whispered stories of soldiers who lived, fought, and dreamed. The quilt now joined those stories, becoming a living artifact of kindness, a reminder that remembrance lives on through action and empathy. In this tender exchange, Prince Harry exemplified everything that defines a true leader. Not arrogance or privilege, but humility, compassion, and a deep sense of duty. He continues to carry forward the values of his military service, bridging worlds between soldiers and civilians, between nations and generations. His mission has always been simple: to serve those who served. That day in Toronto wasn't just a royal visit, it was a reunion of shared purpose. The Canadian veterans welcomed him not as a celebrity, but as one of their own. They see in him a man who understands the scars of service, who knows that healing doesn't end when the uniform comes off. And they honoured him in the most authentic way, through the gift of warmth, craftsmanship, and remembrance. The red poppy quilt, vibrant and alive with meaning, mirrored Prince Harry's own devotion to the poppy's legacy. Each November, the poppy blooms across the Commonwealth as a symbol of remembrance, and Harry has always upheld its significance. It's not about ceremony, it's about connection, to those who gave everything and to the families who still carry that weight. To see him wrapped in that quilt was to see him wrapped in the gratitude of nations. The Invictus poem, printed on the other side, read as a sacred reminder. The words resonated deeply. They echoed his personal journey, from a young soldier to a global advocate for healing, unity, and resilience. Prince Harry has embodied the spirit of Invictus, undefeated. Despite personal storms and relentless media scrutiny, his compassion has never faltered. His service, far from over, has only evolved into something broader, something profoundly human. Lisa Compton's gesture symbolized what so many around the world feel: gratitude for a man who turned his pain into purpose. Prince Harry has redefined what it means to be royal in the modern age. His monarchy is not one of thrones and crowns, but of empathy and action. He is the people's prince, not because of birthright, but because of heart. As photos captured the moment, they told a story words could barely contain. Lisa's face glowed with joy as she presented the quilt. Harry's soft smile carried humility and awe. Behind them, the books, the quiet space, and the sunlight framed a moment that felt timeless. A connection beyond borders, beyond generations. Even after the cameras stopped clicking, the significance lingered. This was more than a keepsake. It was a shared heartbeat of remembrance. The quilt will likely find a place of honour, not for its grandeur, but for its meaning. It represents unity between the United Kingdom and Canada, between allies in war and partners in peace, between those who serve and those who support. Prince Harry's visit to Canada for Remembrance Day activities has rekindled admiration across the world. His commitment to honouring veterans is not seasonal, it's lifelong. He has visited hospitals, rehabilitation centres, and military bases not for photo opportunities, but to listen, to comfort, and to remind others that their service still matters. His ability to connect, to look someone in the eye and make them feel seen, is his greatest gift. There was a spiritual calm in that library room, the sense that something sacred was taking place. The quilt ceremony reminded everyone that remembrance is not about mourning alone. It's about celebrating life, courage, and resilience. As Prince Harry folded the quilt gently, his gestures conveyed gratitude beyond words. It wasn't just a royal courtesy, it was personal. Those who have met him often speak of his authenticity. He doesn't play the part of a prince, he lives the part of a human being who understands loss and healing. His military brothers remember him not for his title, but for his camaraderie, humour, and humility in the field. And Lisa Compton's gift perfectly mirrored that spirit, a tribute to a man who gives more than he receives. In every thread of that quilt, there lies a story of service, and in every word Prince Harry speaks, there lies a promise to never forget. His dedication to remembrance is not nostalgia, it's a call to action. It is about building bridges between past and present, between wounded soldiers and hopeful futures. He has become a symbol of empathy in a world that often forgets its heroes. Through the Invictus Games, through his heartfelt essays, through moments like this, he reminds us that compassion is the truest form of leadership. The quilt ceremony was not staged for glamour, it was an honest reflection of what he stands for. As he left the room, wrapped in the poppy quilt, it felt as if he carried with him the spirit of remembrance itself, vibrant, dignified, alive. The quilt glowed under the light, red as courage, black as sacrifice, and white as peace. It was a visual poem, and Prince Harry was its living verse. This moment will be remembered not as a royal engagement, but as a reminder of how small gestures, a handmade quilt, a word of gratitude, a moment of eye contact, can mean more than gold or grandeur. It was a meeting of hearts, a celebration of courage, and a reaffirmation of humanity. Prince Harry's journey continues to inspire, a journey rooted not in privilege, but in purpose. The quilt he received in Toronto will stand as a symbol of that purpose, the merging of remembrance and renewal, of love and legacy. And as Lisa Compton's hands stitched those poppies together, she wasn't just creating fabric, she was weaving history, gratitude, and the enduring reminder that service never ends. It evolves. In every poppy on that quilt, in every word of the Invictus poem, and in every humble smile Prince Harry shared that day, the world saw what true royalty looks like. Not polished perfection, but compassion, courage, and the strength to remember. And so, wrapped in red poppies and surrounded by gratitude, Prince Harry once again showed that being royal is not about being above others. It's about standing with them, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart.
The submission itself sounds nice. And to my amazing and peculiar Sussex family, thank you all for watching our videos and tuning in to Daily Diaries Fridays update. Keep it light, keep it there, and see you next time in our next episode. Bye bye. May you have a good day and a good time. Keep shining. Bye bye.